Welcome back to the Wolf Den. I'm Wolf.
Now I'm Little Wolf.
Ooh, and today we got something really cool. We got something in the mail earlier today. We're really excited because this channel is all about beginner guitar, getting guitar set up, modified, learning guitar, all that stuff. That's part of your guitar journey, right? So we're really excited because we're gonna be doing an unboxing of the #1 guitar on Amazon. So, without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, here it is, everybody. All right, this is the guitar. Okay, so we got this guitar. You can see it's a Squier. So, I think you already know what's in here. I think everybody already knows what's in here. It's the #1 guitar. If you look on Amazon and you search electric guitar and you look at the #1 guitar, this is what you're going to see. It's a Squier.
Duh.
It's going to be the new Amazon exclusive, I believe, Squier Stratocaster Debut. So this guitar has a lighter body, maybe a thinner neck, a little bit easier to play. But we're going to see if it lives up to the hype.
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
So let's get in here. Let's cut some tape.
Whoop.
So this is totally live and new, right? So we did just get this from Amazon this morning.
Yep.
We got home, seeing it sitting on the front step.
Yeah, with another package that I don't even remember.
It's that time of year. Right? All right, so here we go. It looks to be
a box inside of a box.
maybe a box inside of a box. So let's see.
Yep, it's a box inside of a box.
Oh, actually I got it upside down.
Whoops.
You know, it probably says
Right.
this side up, open this side. So,
Right here.
yep, this side up. Okay, so upside down. It's not actually a box inside of a box.
It's a half box.
It's a half box. So let's keep pulling this out.
Ooh.
Right off the bat, we've got, looks like a couple accessories. These are going to be important. So these are going to be a couple tools. I'm going to say 2 Allen keys.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Because that's going to let you make some adjustments. And we're going to talk about making those adjustments too. We're going to do a full setup of this where I go through it completely and show you how to set up a brand new guitar. So let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Okay, it's out.
It's out.
It's out of
All
the
right.
box.
So we can get rid of that thing. Okay. Now we've got a semi half box here.
Yep.
It looks to be, well protected. It's got a couple pieces of extra protection for the body.
Like
it looks like.
this.
Yep. So we'll toss that. Okay. Some warnings on here. So don't put your head inside the bag. Okay.
Duh.
All
That's
right.
obvious.
Now, again, this is not sponsored. We're not sponsored by anything. We're just here having fun. We just bought this. We bought it off Amazon. We've been talking about it. We decided to give it a shot. So we are kind of excited. We have a lot of guitars, but anytime we get a new one, it's exciting. This one comes with some free online lessons. So there's Fender Play online lessons. They are great online lessons. They will take you from absolute beginner onward. Okay, so I do suggest checking them out. Digital tuner, so on. It does say free gift. Scan QR code to unlock. Okay, I don't know what that is. We'll check it out.
Well, look at what this did to the box. At the bottom of the guitar, it damaged its protection.
All right, so let's see what else.
Stop it.
Let's see what else is in the box. So this is a welcome package. Okay, so Squier by Fender, welcome. This is actually kind of cool because this gives you some factory specifications in here on setup. So we'll actually, again, when we go through and do our full setup, we'll pull these back out I'll walk you through these setups or these specifications, what they mean, and how they affect. Okay? All right, so I think we're ready to take it out of this side of the box. Yep. Nothing else in here.
Just more damaged boxes.
More.
Stop it.
Get that out of the way. So it's wrapped. It's got some, like I said, the tools. We'll set that aside. We'll take a look at those in just a second. So it's got a nice thick,
very thick
foam, wrap on it.
Nice and very thick.
I have purchased some other Amazon guitars, cheaper guitars. This is usually really, really thin. Like it peels apart. This is actually pretty thick.
Yeah,
so,
it is very thick.
All right, so we're looking at the headstock here.
I can't see it. Just a normal Squier headstock.
Looks like a pretty normal Squier headstock. You can see that there. Now, I will say it's kind of cool. If you look at some of the other Squiers, the script on here is just a little bit different.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see.
It's kind of colored in a bit.
Yeah, this one is complete. It's just the outline.
Yeah, and then these are kind of colored with a tinted, like a little lighter for some and a little darker for the others.
Now, I will say, I have already slid my hand down the neck, and I have felt some sharp frets.
Ooh.
Okay, I have felt some sharp frets. Now, we decided to go. There are 3 colors to this. They make this black, a red. I think they call it Dakota red. I think, and then
I think it was Dakota red.
And then a 2-color burst.
Sunburst.
Okay, so if you're familiar, there's 2 and 3 color bursts. This one is a 2-color burst, which I'm really kind of excited about because I like the 2-color burst, and I actually don't have anything. It's a sunburst. I call it burst. So there it is. Look at that.
Ooh,
now that
Toss
is a smooth matte finish that
smoky. Very
truthfully,
smoky.
I love that finish. This probably doesn't do it justice, but
I'm gonna peel this off.
we'll definitely peel it off.
I'm gonna peel off all those tiny thingies.
We're gonna definitely peel it off. So this is made in China. You can see by the serial on the back. Designed and backed by Fender. It's crafted in China. Some of the other Squier products are going to be made in either China or Indonesia. And they tend to say, the Indonesia built guitars are a little bit better than the Chinese manufactured guitars. Okay.
Oh, this is hard to get off.
Yeah, so we'll get that off in just a second. So the guitars that you'll buy real cheap on Amazon are all crafted in China. So I think this is really Fender's answer to some of those competitive guitars here.
There's a warning on these tuners, and it says cancer and reproductive harm.
Yeah, so everything in California can cause cancer. Good thing we're not in California, I guess. Just kidding. Okay, so let's try to get these things off.
Yeah,
of here.
this is.
They're kind of tangled up. So
I have small fingers. I'll try to get this off.
So right now this this one is a 3 single coil pickup configuration. That's the traditional.
Here's the other one.
Traditional pickup configuration.
Get these things off.
All right, let's toss those.
Toss them.
Okay. Now I'm gonna hand this over to you, but I want you to be careful because these are sharp.
Sharp.
Now I have seen a couple other people talk about
very sharp
about these guitars when they first launched, and they loved the fretwork. Okay, they had so many good things to say about the fretwork. Now I'm gonna say I'm not sure if I will agree with that. If you got this today, this one that I have, and this could be just this one, and you started playing with it, you're gonna actually cut up your hands.
Yes, very much.
You're gonna cut up your hands. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take this, okay, and I'm just gonna, you can hear this, listen. Okay, and you probably won't be able to see that, but it has taken that foam and it has cut it up.
Close up. It's kind of hard to see, but
yeah,
it's all cut up.
It's actually all cut up. Now we can fix that. We're gonna fix that. And we're gonna show you how to fix that. But absolutely be aware that's common for any really import Amazon guitar. What happens is when they cut these fret wires, they don't spend a lot of time finishing them, and that saves costs. But two, the temperature changes, right? Because these are coming from China. The temperature changes when it's cold. Hold on, I'll leave that there. I want to show everybody that. So your wood shrinks in the winter and when it's dry. So the wood shrinks.
That's why you might have to like fix up the sharp edges.
That's right. Frets. That's called fret sprout. Okay, most of these guitars are going to have that, but man, some of these are razor sharp. And I don't know if you can see, but when I ran that down, I'm going to put this up here. See if I can. Hold on.
Try very, very hard to. You might have to zoom in on your phone or tablet when you're watching the video.
Okay, so I've got it to zoom, but if you look, that is some of the foam stuck on that fret. It literally cut it up there. Okay?
Yeah, when it fell, it looked like snow. A snowflake. Not tuned.
It's not in tune. So don't expect your guitar, if you get it out of the box, or if you go to your local guitar center or guitar shop, don't expect it to be in tune.
As it says on this little card that I had to take off of the tuner, it says, get in tune before you get started.
Yep, so this QR code will probably take you to the Fender Tune app. Like I said in a previous video, a tuning app will work just fine. I actually have a tuning app on my phone, but then I use a clip-on tuner for everything. So we're going to take a minute. I'm going to set this aside. We're going to move these boxes.
Yes, it definitely needs moved. I keep kicking it on accident.
We're going to come back and we're going to get it in tune, and we're just going to do a quick listen. Okay, there's a couple other things I want to point out with this guitar. Okay, before we make another video and talk about a full setup. So I'm going to kind of walk through a couple things and show you with this guitar. But right now, out of the box, this thing is very lightweight. It's very thin. So this is really, really a thin body. Just be careful of those frets.
Oh yeah, it is very
This is
light.
an incredible guitar, I think, for any young beginner, any smaller hands.
Very light.
And
very small.
Really anyone. So here's what we're going to do. As we move forward, if you stay with us on this journey and you follow this channel, we're going to be doing some lessons together. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing some basic lessons for everybody, introducing chords and some basic things. I'm going to be using this guitar. This is the cheapest Fender Squier guitar that you're going to find.
And I'm going to be using my full black guitar, as I said in the previous video.
Yep, so she's going to be using a mini one, but I think we're going to graduate out of that one. She's probably going to take on this one. Yeah. she might end up taking this one, and maybe I'll have to get a different guitar. But I kind of love that. I really like the small body. Like, it's super lightweight. I'm going to compare it with one of my other ones, my other Squier guitar, so we can have some side by side. But let's get cleaned up, and we'll be right back with you.
And we're back from cleaning that mess.
Okay, yes. So we cleaned up that mess. We got it out of the way. But we haven't done anything to the guitar yet. So I'm going to grab my tuner here. I'm going to clip that right on the end. Turn it on. And again, if you're just getting started, this is step number one. Okay? But there's a couple other things that I'm going to look at as I'm doing this. So I want to really take a look at the tuners and feel how they move and if they tune the guitar well. I'm going to go through the setup in another video, and I'll show you, how we can make the nut work a little bit better, things like that. But if I look at just an overall today kind of setup,
just unboxing it straight from the box. This is all live happening. There's no cutting. There's gonna be a few editing, but this is our first time opening this up, first time seeing it in real life. Very smooth.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah. So listen, there's some great positives here. The neck is a satin finish. They do have a very, very light satin finish. I like the wood. It's a maple neck. It looks great. It feels great. It really, really feels great. It is a smaller neck. It's a slightly smaller neck. So I think, again, for smaller hands, this will work really well. This one's already set up so that the trem is sitting against the body. It's a Chinese-made trem. It should do just fine for everybody for quite some time. It will have a small, thin block in the back, so not a lot of weight. And what that might do is, as we're playing, you can kind of hear the springs resonating in there, which I can also show you how to fix. But let's get it tuned. Let's see how the tune is. All your guitars are going to be detuned. Yep. When you have them, it should be, and what that does is actually relieves tension on the neck. So you don't want to shake it for that long, have to go through changes while it's under tension, now it's tension. So it will loosen it up a little bit. So tuners feel firm. So they turn nicely, they're smooth, they're firm. I don't have any issues with that. When you're tuning, I kind of went down all the strings, I go back. Because you're gonna actually start to bow the neck a little bit. And when you get a new guitar, you're gonna have to do this often. You're gonna have to keep tuning it as the guitar settles. So the temperature is gonna change in your house and things like that. The tension's gonna keep pulling on that neck a little bit and so on. But again, I would say...
Sounds nice.
Sounds great. We're gonna plug it in a minute here, but nice firm clicks. The pots turn nice and smooth. There's good tension on them. Overall, I would say pretty solid.
Yep.
It's gonna need some work. It's gonna need some setup work. I don't want anybody to get hurt on the fret, so we need to take care of that. We'll look at the nut. We'll look at the action. I'd say right now, if I'm looking at the action's pretty good. It's okay. Like, I could tune this up, be just fine playing it. I will say that the frets are scratchy, which is totally common. So if I were to take a string and just kind of, you can hear that. Okay. Now, over time, if you're moving the strings a lot, you're gonna knock all that off. That's okay. It's not terrible. I've had far worse. We'll knock that down with a little bit of Scotch-Brite.
Yep.
Okay. A little steel wool. We're gonna polish that up. The fretboard actually does not look that dry. I'm kind of impressed with that. It doesn't look that dry at all. Okay.
No, it looks great actually.
It does look great. So you hold on to that. Okay. I'm gonna get a cord. We're gonna plug up to the amp, and we're gonna run through and just kind of listen to it for a second. Okay.
Sounds great.
Yep. Right back at you. All right, we're back. So I've got it hooked up. I've actually got it plugged into our Spark 40 amp right behind us. Right now it's on a clean tone, which has some delay and reverb, chorus, things like that. It just makes a nice sound. But let's start in the 5th position. Okay. You're gonna hear, maybe you can hear it in the background, but with single coils, you're always gonna have a little bit of noise in the single coil position. So when you're in 1, 3, and 5 positions, so when you're playing just one of the pickups. So you want to demonstrate for us? Give us a little strum. Okay. So nice good round tone. Okay. Not a problem. Okay, so not too much noise, but a little bit of noise. Okay, keep strumming a little bit for us. Good. And then if we have a tone knob that's going to control our neck. This is going to be playing our neck pickup. Okay, so not bad. Good. And then how does our volume work? Well, go ahead. Good. So good, pretty reactive. We'll see it on distortion. That's when we'll see how the volume rolls in and out. Okay, so let's switch to position 4.
4.
Okay, so in position 4, we're going to be playing the neck and the middle. So give us a little strum there. Nice, good. All right, and then again, we should be able to roll back. Good. Okay. All right, strum. All right, so I just rolled the bottom tone knob, which is good because that means we're probably going to affect the bridge, which is a modern wiring. So that's good. I like that. Okay, so now if we go to the middle pickup, it's a not commonly used pickup position, but I like it. All right, and then 2, we're playing the bridge in the middle. All right, and then flip it all the way down to the bridge. Now we're playing the bridge. Should be a nice sharper bridge position, and we should be able to, there we go. We can roll that tone back, okay? Good, so I mean, it definitely works. Let's strum that, let's see. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, so let's take a look here. So we're using another preset that we have set up. Okay. I'm gonna go back to that neck position, and we're gonna just kind of listen to that.
It's making me sleepy.
All right. Okay, so I mean I like it. It does a Strat thing.
It sounds amazing to me.
Okay, so
Making me tired.
all right, yeah.
Yep.
I like that. So again, so a lot of people will play that. I'm in the bridge position. They might roll the tone. Just to make that sound a little bit thicker, right? So
Yeah.
okay, so I think that plays really really well for $120 guitar, which I know the Black Friday sale, and I'm sure they'll do it again, was $99. What do you think?
Good.
Yeah, I think I like it. I think I really really do. Now let's do take a look or listen for that. Listen to that little bit of grit. So we hear a little bit of it. I think that's okay. We're going to knock that down with some steel wool. So in our next video, we're going to do some setup work on this thing.
Yep.
We're going to file some fret ends. We're going to polish some frets. I'm going to oil the fretboard. When it comes to setup stuff, there's not going to be much on this. This is going to be really, really normal setup. Cleaning up the frets. Almost all of your lower price guitars are going to have some fret work that needs to be done. man, but outside of that, I mean, I don't see anything that's really bugging me about this guitar.
So what I hear is that next video that I'm going to do on this is going to be a shorter video than usual.
Yeah, probably. Hopefully. It'll be set up, so it might be a little long, but I want to make sure that if you get this guitar, you can do the same type of setup work and feel pretty confident in doing that. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, hey, guys, look, $120. It's a real Squier guitar. Before we go, I'm gonna set this one aside. I want to just grab my other Squier and just kind of do a quick side by side, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're back. So I've got my Squier vintage modified guitar. This guitar is from 2013. I've had it, really since 2013. There's going to be some differences in this where I've put these are Chinese made or import made pickups, but they're supposed to be like vintage noiseless style pickups. So they're going to be low output. These are a ceramic pickup. They're going to give a little bit more output, a little bit more even tone, but they have a real nice bell-like tone. I have no real complaints about it. If you're starting off, this is going to be a great guitar for you. I'm confident in that. There are some key differences. I mean, this one is a thicker neck. It's the thicker, heavier body. So the construction and the materials are probably going to be a step up. And as you continue to step up, you're going to get better materials, maybe a bit better craftsmanship. These particular frets are a little bit thicker. They're medium jumbo. These are more narrow, tall. And these I've finished these in the past, so these are well-rounded pickups.
So this one, for the difference, is more for like bigger and larger hands for the neck, and this one's for like smaller hands, like kid hands, like my hands.
Yeah. Yep. I blocked your face there. Sorry. Sorry about that. But yeah, and price-wise, at the time that I got this one, this was in the $400 range or something like that. I don't remember. And if you go get a Classic Vibe series, which is going to be really close to this, you're in that close to $500 range. So we're talking about
500?
Yeah, we're talking about almost 4 times the price for this particular guitar. That one we can easily modify if we want to put new pickups in it, controls, the potentiometers, the knobs. If we want to put new tuners on it, if we want to put a new bridge on it, we can do all of that work, and we could probably do that in $100 or so. Mm-hmm. So now we're talking about a $200 guitar that will play exactly as you want it to play. But we're going to keep it stock for a long time. We're going to keep this stock for quite a while. As we go through these early lessons, we're going to be jamming on this guitar.
And I'm going to steal it.
And you're going to probably end up stealing it, I think. So for this guitar here, I'm on the neck. You're not going to hear the noise because these are noiseless style. Bridge. Now, I do have this one modified too, where this is a master tone in the middle. Okay, but then I can also take this which would be the bridge, right? As I roll that, I actually blend the neck and the bridge together, so a bit more like a Telecaster tone. Back to the bridge. Okay, so there you go. Again, for the price, this is
amazing.
This is a killer guitar. It really is. It's not without its flaws, but in the next one, we're going to show you how to fix some of those, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, so if you like this, if you appreciate that, and you want to see that set up, hit subscribe, please. Like the video, put on the bell notification. That way you know when we upload the setup video, which should be coming out shortly. And then as we go into our crash course and our lessons and start working together. So, Wolf.
Low Wolf.
Out.
Ow!
Ow!